Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Ask Ralph the Evaluator, and I'm Ralph the Evaluator. I'm going to have some fun today. I'm going to share the screen with y'all, and we are going to dive into what I call my evaluation topic top 5, which is just a spin off of David Letterman's top 10. So just going to pull this up for you. Get it going, and let's have some fun here, shall we? All right. So today we're going to have a top 5 on why being a government evaluator sucks. Number 5, you're likely were conscripted into the position, and I mean conscripted. How many of you poor souls were accountants or maybe a program coordinator? And guess what? Your boss came to you one day and said, hey, you look like you could be an evaluator, and you had no choice. You had to take the position. Well, that sucks because nobody likes to be conscripted into anything. Anyway, if you're feeling unqualified, maybe Jasmine here could help you. I put a link to that. So 4 things to remind yourself when you're feeling unqualified. You might want to check it out. That's number 5. Number 4, you suffer from what I would call learned helplessness. Yep, you came into the job, you were eager, you're like, I want to make a difference. But like Seligman's dog, right? You have learned to get shocked over and over and over again. Every time you try to do something in the system holds you back. It shocks you. Now, when an opportunity presents itself, you don't even recognize it anymore because you just think you're going to get shocked. And that's how you feel afterwards. So it's learned helplessness, not your fault. It's the system's fault. Number 3, you get no respect. But why? Because you lack field experience. It's not your fault. You were conscripted into the position to begin with, right? So, and on top of that, where are you going to get your training? We only have a couple schools in the US. In Australia, they got one that I know of. There's actually no place to actually go and get a course or a degree or a certification, although it is changing a little bit in some of the evaluation associations, but generally you don't have the field experience. And folks like me who look at you and say, wow, you're kind of green, and they don't respect you either. And that sucks, right? So being young and being recruited and you're in the field of evaluation, that's one avenue in, you're not getting the respect. And if you're conscripted, you're definitely not getting the respect. Number 2, now you're enthusiastic and I want to learn. But who do you turn to in your environment to help you? Well, they're not evaluators. They are researchers. And researchers, reductionist trained researchers, don't know the difference between evaluation and research. And unfortunately, you're being trained in their mindset. So it's really not your fault. It's really their fault. But it's hard to recognize because you're in the forest and you can't see the trees. And of course, number 1, everyone, even you, hates government. So who's going to want to work with you? So generally speaking, being an evaluator in a government institution has got to be one of the worst possible positions known to man. And I pity you. And the evaluation field pities you. But we are thankful for you and hope that you don't give up and hope that someday you'll feel like you're not being shocked anymore. And if you like this video, what I would encourage you to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel, Ask Ralph the Evaluator. And I'd appreciate that. And send me your other things that you'd like me to comment on, your top 5 list. Today's top 5 list actually came from a thought from one of my Australian colleagues who happens to be working in government, whose name I shall not share. So there you have it. That's my top 5. Hope you enjoyed it.